Alright, here's the deal. The New World Order is nothing more than an illusion that the white man is losing power, which was spawned from the fear that monarchies being toppled for democracies would lead to chaos. But this is a natural progression as societies advance. Kings and emperors must be toppled to stop snakehead societies from forming, as it's easy to manipulate a single power, which is also it also explains why developing nations tend to have presidents that have extremely long terms, often until death, because they're puppet societies, which can be easily manipulated. But you see, the NWO itself is a way to lead the lemmings into a panic, while the hope of protest and voting out caustic elements provides a false sense of security, sending the white trash, religious morons, and Afrocentrics into a panic, while stifling rational thought. It's one of the many steps being taken to subjugate the masses. You see, by getting jack and dandies worried about some one-world government, they won't expect a world ruled by one under the guise of many. The illusion of choice in a world of values, false scarcity, materialism, and outside spirituality like Christianity, Islam, and other religions helps to keep people brainwashed and blind to the fact that they're already a hamster in the cage. You see, here's the deal. You're already frogs in the pot. The water's getting hotter, but by the time you die, you won't even know you were fucked. Hell, it could be right now. People live as dependent children with no power, and they only possess the freedom to play games that essentially train them to be debt slaves they'll eventually grow to be, regardless of the situation in life. Unless they're one of the few born at the top who get to see and enjoy the real world. You see, the deal is, I shit on blacks, trailer trash, beaners, and other filth because the fact of the matter is, you can teach them how to fish, but given the choice, they'll still go dig a ditch for money so they can buy some Vanderkamp fish sticks, because to them it seems easier. You see, the father will take care of them. This is the mentality that these slaves have. Man, there won't be a great takeover of your rights. Not anytime soon. There's nothing to gain in that. Why control a person's body when you can control their mind? It's the best and easiest way to go. What the powers that be have done is already taken over people's minds. They've made everyone dumb, and those who can't, those who can prove that they're being brainwashed, those who are skeptical, well, they're just angry, they're weird, they're stupid, etc. They end up policing themselves so that they aren't ostracized from the majority of people who blindly follow the shepherd. They've created sites like WikiLeaks that openly give you the truth because they know you can't do a damn thing about it. Hell, you don't know what to do about it. And then there are, hell, on that site there are 9/11 texts that talk about someone blowing up the Pentagon with a missile launcher or something like that, or bombs, I don't remember. But it's on there, you can look it up. So what? What are you going to do about it? Nothing. And now, since corporate execs are blowing the whistle on their own companies, they're going to start flooding the web with more leak sites. And they'll have so much disinformation that they'll all nullify each other, while the one the media chooses to boost will be considered the gospel. But the ultimate reality is that all of these sites, even the original one, are coalesced in their mission. They're coalescing in their mission to maintain a smokescreen that keeps you glued to something outside of your life, or that you think is outside of your life, that you believe doesn't affect you at all. This dysfunctional information can't be applied because those lack the power to make change, and those who do have the power, they benefit more by maintaining the status quo. Have you ever noticed that the only beneficial knowledge, the only wisdom and information that is offered to the masses that can be applied to their lives is either for social or career purposes. There's little to no information on the principles of pharmacology and individualized medicine, or any kind of alternative forms of medicine that are effective. There's no reports of research done into this, at least not reported, to where everyone in society can see it or would want to research it. There's no information about functional alternative structures, political structures, even life on other planets, even intelligent life on this planet outside of humans. There is no study into that. There's nothing reported on that. And the thing is, everything in those categories is marginalized. The options outside of the mainstream are often stupid versions of mainstream systems to make you rejoin the flock because you feel that it's nonsense. Take, for instance, the Nation of Islam. It's essentially Christianity with the word Islam painted on it, right down to the white man they worship. The comfort zone is created, and all the alternatives to reality you know are merely reflections of that. Another aspect is the entertainment factor. They're making mediocre occupations dramatic so that people have low aspirations. Jobs previously viewed as stepping stones in your career have become sought-after occupations. Reality TV gives an unrealistic view of the shitty life these poor losers live with, working on some shitty $12 an hour job. Then you got these other silly shows, watching some greasy Guidos getting drunk and pissing all over the place. They're using television, music, and news to manufacture personalities, thought, and morality to make you more and more predictable. See, the deal is, when they know how to anticipate your thought process, they can break you down, even if you aren't a rehearsed type of person, because they've programmed the blueprint that reads with enough accuracy to understand what you desire and what you fear.